Итак, снова здравствуйте, дорогие друзья. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Решил записать еще одну часть, сделать большой перерыв. Продолжаем прохождение. В прошлый раз добежали до бабушки. Травницы. Как ее там позвать? Вот. Всем. Разговариваем с ней.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Так. Как мне траву узнать?
Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Я так полагаю, что справлюсь.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Так. Куча навоза. Где лежит куча навоза? Похоже, что здесь. А где? Во, лопата. Угу. Куда брать дров? Лучше его кручу. Здесь недолго волочь-то.
Ah, shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Похоронить.
May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone.
Ну что, дело сделано. Нет тела, нет дела, как говорится. Так, залазим дальше, идем наверх. Идем ищем пяточки. Так, это у нас календула. Календула и календула. И зверобой. Ромашки нету. Нам нужен шалфей и ромашка. Ну, погнали, поищем.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Ну не ной. Их. Бывает. Скоро поправишься. Скоро мы тебя обратно все. Так, ладно, нам походу. Вот. Камень какой-то, ну. Да и лучше здесь сейчас не лазить по. О, вот это вот похоже на шалфей. Угу.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Наберем он. А лишним не будет. Давай крапиву наберем. Мы в труханах и в перевязке самое то, как крапиву набирать.
That's it. Chamomile.
А ромашка? Рома. А ромашка.
Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Давай, погнали. Принести божене траву. Я обратно, Вонючка.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Окей. Как скажете. Прицепив кошель, вы откроете ячейки, куда можно поместить снадобья и еду. Также вы сможете быстро использовать их во время боя. Прикольно. Раньше во время боя ничего нельзя было использовать. О. Так.
You! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. So, you have a weapon. Big deal. Ah! It's a slaughter.
Ах ты. Подожди. М. Вот она, первая смерть. Заново, ну-ка.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Мгм. Ну давай, мы сейчас это поболтать попробуем.
We're from Lord von Berghoff, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgo's people, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Berghoff is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Berghoff sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Berghoff? You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Berghoff, then we're from fucking von Berghoff. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Easy there. We're no robbers, we're just carrying out orders. We've had a look round here, so we can be on our way again.
Hey, that's all I do. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but
Sorry. I reckon it was one of the...
look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you any more about us. I know he doesn't quite look the part, but it's true that Hans Capon is a real nobleman. It's up to him to decide what we can or can't tell you. And it's also true that we were ambushed yesterday down by the pond. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right?
А, давай.
I'll try.
У меня есть небольшой навык
A few times, but
алхимии.
It's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
Well, now, I thought your friend was just delirious with that talk about knights. But it seems there might be a grain of truth in it.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Так. Пойдем. В кодексе новая запись.
There's an alchemy bench.
Яды и отравы. Вот, имя.
In the alcove.
Давай.
Well done.
God bless you. Thank you.
Так. Заняться алхимией.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Возьми вино, 2 горсти ромашки и горсть шалфея. Положи, то есть, котелок. Котелок ромашку и кипяти 1 оборот. Измельчи шалфей и добавь в котелок. В конце
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
ну давай попробуй.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left. According
Вино.
to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
Ну давай, хорошо.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Угу.
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked, put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Так, что нам там надо было? Нам надо было положить в котелок 2 горсти ромашки. Раз. Да.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Так, а там варить нам? Так, получается, что там у нас было?
You have to move the cauldron down. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flame.
Угу.
All right. Now take one handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Ну, детализацию, конечно, они классно сделали. Красиво.
Have you ground it? Good. Now drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
I need something to eat.
Ну, давай поспим. Заснуть и сохраниться. Давай прям им хорошо.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Красивая барышня.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Лучше, чем вчера.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along. And we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Повышаю. Так. У меня умения появились какие-то, говорит игра. Ну-ка. 90 понятно. О. А чё это? А, вон оно чё. Так. Основной уровень 1. Оппортунист. Кто дружен со всеми, не дружен ни с кем. Ты можешь с кем угодно дружбу водить, когда тебе это выгодно, но твой единственный верный друг это ты сам. При потере репутации ущерб ей выйдет на 10% меньше. Симпатяга. Мама всегда говорила, что каждый день нужно делать одно доброе дело. Ты эту материнскую мудрость в сердце носишь, и она у тебя на лбу отпечатана. При наборе репутации ее прирост будет выше на 10%. Так, давайте-ка мы вот этого возьмем. Да. Дальше, что у нас? Здесь ничего. А вот красноречие. Лучшие товары. Качество говорит само за себя, но ты все равно знаешь, как ему помочь. При продаже оружия, доспехов или одежды, состояние которых близится к идеальному, цена на них будет на 10% выше. Серебряные уста. Торгуясь, ты получаешь плюс 4 к красноречию, а значит легче договариваешься о более выгодной цене. Так, давай пока на начале я возьму торгашку. Потому что сейчас поначалу у меня навряд ли будет что-то из оружия близкое к идеальному. Я не верю в это. Вот. Так. У меня и в навыках есть. Алхимия. Энтузиаст, торговец снадобьями, хранения. Искусство хранения. Сырая пища и травы в твоей сумме портятся на 50% медленнее. Продавать свои снадобья на 30% дороже. Энтузиаст. Пока ты варишь снадобье, твоя энергия неспешно увеличивается, а сытость не уменьшается. О, нет. Давай искусство хранения, потому что вот искусство хранения хорошее. Дальше. Ремесло. Острый как бритва, подгонка сапоги-скороходы. Острый как бритва. Если ты заточил оружие на точильном камне до 98% и более, такое оружие получает бонусный эффект, который повышает режущий урон на 10%. Эффект держится до тех пор, пока состояние не снизится до 70%. Подгонка. Доспехи и одежда, что ты сам чинишь с помощью набора бронника, при себе приноски издают меньше шума. Эффект держится, пока не упадет уровень качества предмета. Сапоги-скороходы. Быстрее можешь бежать. Давай их заточку. Пока заточку, потом вид. Агентство. Милость святой Вивианы. Стаканчик на ночь. Милость святой Вивианы. Под воздействием алкоголя ты с меньшей вероятностью получишь травму, упав с высоты. Святой покровитель-любитель выпить простер над тобой свою спасительную длань. Стаканчик на ночь. А если ночью тебя должно было мучить похмелье, с этим умением ты от него избавлен. К тому же, когда ты навеселе, все кровати становятся удобнее на 10%. Так что ты выспишься по королеве. С пьянством пока повременим. Я просто насколько помню, что там вот связанная с воровством какая-то история, когда пьяный, короче. Вот надо будет посмотреть. Так, верховая езда, обучение рыцаря. Атаки из седла оружием ближнего боя расходуют на 15 меньше процентов меньше выносливости, а врагу будет труднее выбить тебя из седла. Шорник, а ремонт с набором сапожника будет на 20% эффективнее. А раз ты так хорошо разбираешься в кошелях и ранцах, то твой навык воровства повышается на 1%, на 1, когда ты лезешь к кому-нибудь в сумму. А. Так, ну, лошади у меня пока нет. Я не знаю, что будет дальше, но как будто шорник сейчас, он прям лучше. Давай шорника. Ученость. Диванная подушка. Когда ты сидишь на 50%, повышается ощущение комфорта, ты быстрее обучаешься. Оставим пока навык. Незаметность. Незаметное убийство, оглушение уже есть. Отлично. Лесовик. Ты будешь издавать на 50% меньше шума, пробираясь по кустам. Не мытьем, так катанием. Если соперник отражает твои попытки оглушить его или убить из-под тишка, получает штраф к своим характеристикам, тогда уже будет проще одолеть его обычным способом. Эффект держится 20 секунд. Ну, ни то, ни другое мне особо не нравится. Заметное убийство — это прикольно. У меня кинжала пока нету. Но... Окей. Так что пока пьянку, ученость, следующее. Что здесь дальше? Ой. Гения боя. Защита головы. Ежели на тебе шлем, то удары по голове наносят меньше 20% меньше урона, непоколебимость. Блоки будут расходовать на 20% меньше выносливости, а твой щит и оружие будет изнашиваться на 20% медленнее. Вот это вот надо. Непоколебимость надо. Даже не столько за блоки, сколько за износ. Так, владение мечом. Отталкивающий, открывающий удар. Если ты удачно нанес ранение в незакрытую зону противника, то есть зону, откуда он не блокировал, ему будет сложнее отразить твои следующие атаки. Точный удар. Если ты полностью подготовил атаку мечом, навык владения мечом повышается на 3. Это значит, что удар выйдет сильнее и его труднее будет парировать. Давай открывающего. Точность это не... Так. Дальше связки. Усиление, репутация. Ну все, в принципе, так. Есть. Слушайте, красота какая. Смотри. Ключи как летит.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
I really need to eat something.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Oh, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides that...
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed...
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now!
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward...
Now you've got me curious.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans, God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not...
Что у меня? У меня морковка, да, по-моему? Да.
I know, but
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
And I succeeded. Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand.
What about the rest of our company?
You saw for yourself. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian...
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll...
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run.
Hold on a bit.
And a man's an easier target.
Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you. It just doesn't make any sense that he'd be here.
No, I'm not. I'd never mistake him for anyone else.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Это мы только пролог играли, оказывается. Ну, почти 2 часа, да. Наверное, я долго играл, конечно. Но пока игра меня радует. Достаточно красивая получилась. Ух ты какая. Глазастенькая.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Напиться. Хорошая вещь.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Мы же всегда можем. Сначала надо ополоснуться и переодеться.
What we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Тогда заработаем.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh, my. Oh, can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard some talk about your
Oh? What was that?
Слушай, я за всю игру, за 2 часа, да, 2,5, мылся чаще, чем, наверное, за всю первую часть.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha. So that's why they sent you for wine. Wait a moment, I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do? Why are you standing there like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take him into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor and go mouldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than Nabakov my whole life, but I know this place inside out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Aye, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Semin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semin is his vassal.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo him.
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semin. The fort and village belong to him. Old Jan Semin is the head of the family, and his son's called Alder. And it's him who's getting hitched. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale. Young Svartya there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you... Here it comes!
Долго.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I talked to that woman.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to...
The main thing is, she denied ever being at...
It's definitely her, though.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it. I did get something out of her, though.
What?
Von Bergov is about to leave.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him...
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, he's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list, and that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning...
Я еще подумаю.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry... If we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work.
Тебя никто не узнает.
Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about late? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here, as if the disgrace at the gate...
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. So you should be able to manage it too.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of...
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's oratores, the priests laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes, and bellatores, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which... So if you find me a sword, I can get to work, but wield a pitchfork or carry sack?
It's a wonder your tongue is...
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start in short, be so kind as to get to...
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it...
Ну ты мудень.
I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Ну и мудак ты.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Чё? Куда таскать-то будем? Надеюсь, где-то здесь, нет? Чё, не здесь? Затащить ты ее. Ну-ка. А чё, плюс? Работа. Да, очень прикольно. Вот она, кладовка. Ага, и вот сюда вот положить мне. Так, отмычки у меня нету, да? Дайте мне отмычку, пожалуйста. Я обнесу этих. Дайте отмычку. Так, может здесь что-нибудь? Копченая колбаса. Молоко, копченый сыр. Сладкая лепешка, солонина. Какая вкуснотища. Ну, здесь это прям смотрится. Слушай. И таверна, такие шкуры, поэтому прям вот визуально очень-очень красиво. Мне хочется сказать, ну, по сравнению с первой частью, конечно, она вышла намного позже, ну, давно уже. Она тоже была неплохой, но вот это вот прям очень красивая.
It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. But he drools. The only bit of shade far and wide.
Well, that's just nearly
Some knows he's resting under it.
nearly
Not
all
for
the
shade.
time.
Because it was pissing.
Always threatening to leave.
More reason to
Sure,
leave it
but I'm going to see.
But the weather had been stormy.
Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through
You
that.
ain't got no proof to back up what you say.
Proof? You want proof?
Aye.
There'll be
Right.
nothing nice
Listen to
left
this.
here at this
Ei
rate.
incumbit probatio, qui dicit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares,
I'll have a beer.
not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak.
Датчик что-то там.
I've just proven to you that I'm a nobleman.
You've proved fuck all. Remembering some words you heard in church doesn't make you a nobleman. You know what? I've had enough of your bullocks. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
You're just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped for this one day, you cur.
You should be careful you don't get a
Сейчас он, да, болтается. Ему по морде надают.
See it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions!
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. and invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Go to hell! Fucking hell!
Dump grubber!
You know, man!
Hey.
I'll hack your ass off!
Lo ves a verde!
А ничего, что вчетвером на одного? На двоих.
Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. Ugh, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
А, давай промолчим.
Are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Oh, so Otto.
Hey! Lord von Berghoff!
Молодец, вовремя.
Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perchstein.
And to talk about the inheritance.
Henry?
But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself, and he gets this feeling that his time's
Don't
nearly
cause
up.
any trouble.
Hey, you.
Got it?
Nearly all the time.
Так, коллеги, друзья,
Over here? You don't look like...
продолжим прохождение в следующей серии.
Where are you going? Well, fine. Just ignore me. What could I know?
Всем спасибо, что смотрели. Всем спасибо, кто будет смотреть. Оставляйте комментарии, ставьте лайки. До следующей серии. Серия какая-то вышла, конечно, достаточно много разговоров. Но интересно погружаться в историю. Стараюсь проматывать очень поменьше. Всем добра, всем всего хорошего. До следующей. Всем пока.